Make I tell you my mind now, make I know they confuse you, because at this point in time, I feel I'm confusing a lot of people. Make I tell you my mind, full-blown mind. So that if you want call me fanatic or whatever, call me with your full chest. But this is my ideology. Till every other region in Nigeria, focus on the north and fire them properly. Fire them properly till the north are able to distinguish themselves from this radical Islamization and Janjaweeds. There will never be any peace in this nation, but rather there will only be a process where these people are gradually going to eat up everybody. And that is just it. And my reasons are not far-fetched. Why is it that in the midst of all these things now for more than a decade, radical killing, radical unaliving has been associated majorly with the North? That is to say, there is a problem with the North. There's a problem with the North that every other region must face and confront. I know they fear anybody here. I will tell you as it is. And if you have any counter proof to that, bring up a counter proof. Till they are able to distinguish themselves from all these things and make moves that actually curtails this thing, I am telling you, every other region must kick against them, kick against me, kick against everybody of my whatever. But I'm telling you, till everybody kick against this, we're not going anywhere. That is my move. So let me put your mind to rest in case you are thinking I'm not actually anti-North properly. I don't register my mind now, say I'm anti-North as far as the present status quo remains until proven otherwise. Are you good?
There are some hardliners in this government. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia and there is whatever thing they have in their head, the intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them.
All our Arab brothers, wherever you are, even the ones that are in Nigeria, in diaspora, if you are an Arab person, this video is for you. You know they look my face. Me, I know they look anybody's face. Do you know the last set of people that we are on alive? Close to 300 or something people that were on alive 2 days and 3 days ago. Do you know that most of them are Muslims? Yes. Most of them, we are Muslims. That is number one question. Number two question, do you know that these people terrorizing Nigeria, unaliving thousands of people, both in Nigeria, African countries and non-African countries, do you know that all of them, all of the terrorist groups are Muslims? That is number two. Number three, do you know that the Arawa community, the northern community, have suffered most in the hands of terrorist groups in Nigeria? Do you know that? Number four, do you know that the Arawa community, the northern community, has produced the greatest number of presidents in this country? If there have been 10 Nigerian presidents, Arawa community produced 7. Do you know about that? And that is number four. And number five, do you know that the Arawa community has the highest population in the entire Nigeria at large? Even in landmass. Do you know about that? Number six, do you know that the same Arawa community that has produced the highest number of presidents in this country, do you know that the same Arawa community has the highest number of poor people in this country? Do you know that? Number seven, do you know that the same Arawa community that has produced the highest number of religious leaders and Nigerian presidents had the greatest number of uneducated people? Do you know about that? And number 8, do you know that the same Arawa community that has produced the highest number of presidents, the highest number of governors in this country, anything that has to do with leadership, Arawa has produced more. Do you know that the same Arawa community has the greatest insecurity rate in the whole of Nigeria? Banditry, buy where they buy everywhere. If they have bought 20% or 30% in some other locations in Nigeria, they have bought like 50, 60 or 70 in Arawa community. Do you know about that? I have so many other questions I wanted to ask, but I don't want this video to be very long. The reason why I'm making this video is, if by 2027 or any time there is a call for leadership reshuffle in Nigeria, and you are making your choice based on the person is a Muslim, you are stupid, you are mad, you don't have sense. One. And number 2, if there are calls anytime in Nigeria and there is a choice for leadership for you to choose who is going to be president in this country, cast a vote, do all of that, and you are making your choice based on the fact that the person is an Arawa person, you are mad. You are mad, Jack Warika. That's why they are calling you people names on social media, because people don't have sense of reasoning. They weaponize illiteracy and weaponize abject poverty and overpopulation in the north by building military infrastructures in the north, allowing all the Arawa youths to troop into the military and be dying inside the bush, paying them 60,000, 120,000. Tomorrow you will come out and you are choosing Atiku because Atiku is a Muslim. You are choosing this person because it's an Arawa community. Kutumo Baru Banka. You don't have sense. A lot of northern people voted for Peter Obi. Yes, they did. But then a great percentage of the northern people that did not vote for Peter Obi did not vote for him simply because he is a Christian. The same Muslim people that you have been choosing have been giving you shege since independence of this country up until today. They cannot even deploy soldiers to protect the northern community. The northern youth are dying in terms of bandits. Where is likes of Sultan of Sokoto them? Where them they? The youth are left to be carrying rows and boughs inside the bush just so they can be protecting themselves when they are farming. Tomorrow you will come out and you say you are going to choose this person because that person is a Muslim person. Nisarankani. People are behaving like people are in 1840. The brain of your ancestors, that's the same brain that you are using in 2026. A Muslim person is a Muslim person. All the terrorist groups in Nigeria, they are Muslims. If you don't wake up, you will continue to die. You will continue to suffer.
Yeah, the Islamization of Nigeria agenda is very, very serious in the mind of some northern Muslim leaders. Nobody hates Islam, but Islam hates everybody that does not belong to it. In 2022, El-Rufai, the former governor of Kaduna, demolished the only church building in Kaduna State University. Then you will hear Muslims will be lying that Sharia law is just for Muslims. Sharia law is just for Muslims. But you are using your Sharia law to obstruct the next man's freedom. But you are saying Sharia law is only for Muslims. But you are using your Sharia law to obstruct the next man's freedom. Nigeria is a secular state. Nobody have issue with what Muslims decide to believe or how Muslims want to live their life. But Muslims have problem with how and how others want to live their own life. Even if the way the person is living his life is not affecting them directly, they have a problem. As long as you are not a Muslim, you do not belong in Islam, they have a problem with you. That's the issue with Islam. That's the issue with Islam. As long as it does not belong to the religion have a problem with you. You hear them Sharia law is just for Muslims, but you ban the selling of alcohol in some states. Those states, is it only Muslims that live in those states? If Sharia law is just for Muslims, you will say any Muslim found drinking alcohol, you punish him according to your Sharia law. Not banning alcohol in a secular state where others are living. That means you're obstructing the freedom of others. If you're in the north, you'll be living with carefulness because you don't know whether you're offending the next man or not. Anything can happen to you. You be careful of the things you say. You be careful of whatever thing you are doing. And Nigeria is a secular state, and some people are saying Sharia law is just for Muslims. How? You will see Muslims in all these Arab countries will run from Sharia law and come to the United States and a European country and be seeking for Sharia law that they ran from. People should wake up. Wake up. Don't allow this country to fall into the hands of these people. It will be very disastrous. For some of you that are claiming, I don't care. We are living in the South. Don't worry. Even the South is in great danger and we must stand firm to defend our territory.
They will impose their rule under the banner of Islamic, just to ethnic cleanse you and take over your land if you did not resist them. For those of you that don't know the story of Borno, especially some of my brother in Middle Belt, now because of Una, they make this video. Mind you, our ancestor too, and from Benue State, resist this group of people. But we, this generation, we dey sleep. That is why I want to remind you now with this story of Borno State. When Usman Danfodio, Sokoto jihadists start swallowing kingdom, Borno face the same threat. But there is one respected Shehu from Borno that resists these jihadist people the most. Because when Danfodio wanted to come into Borno, he wanted to use Muslim as a means of coming to gain his ground in Borno. But a Muslim man, Shehu from that Borno state, he resisted him and opened the mind of his people. His name is Shehu Muhammadu Al-Amin Al-Kanimi, with the pronunciation. This Shehu stood his ground and opened the mind of his people, telling his people that the agenda of Danfodio is not for the love and betterment of Borno, but is to take over Borno State. Do you know what Al-Amin did? He did not just educate his people. He formed alliance with other regions to fight against Danfodio and his army. He was educating people, letting people to know that you being a Muslim does not mean somebody will impose his own ideology on you, all in the name of Islam. He said jihadist is a license to conquer Muslims that did not have the same ideology with Danfodio. He let them know that the kind of practice that Danfodio is practicing, that is calling Islam, that is different than their own. He went ahead and said you cannot impose your ideology or your rule on us under the umbrella of Islam. He said it will not work. Shehu Muhammad Al-Amin mobilized his people, form alliance, educate a lot of people, and they fight against Danfodio. They resist them and push them away. It was a battle that people of Borno can never forget. That is how jihadists was resist till date in that land. But now they've been perpetrating stylishly because of the children of these days are coward and we are easily distracted. That is why you go see a lot of different kind of tigru for Borno State. Any region we don't resist these people before, where they come say the region they lose guard, they go come in another form. These jihadist extremists, they are never tired. Likewise, when we resist them in Benue State, when Thief unalived Danfodio, when he was pushing his jihadist agenda to our region, what happened? The people of these days are weak. Now they are using another means to conquer that same land where we resist them then. When we say now we even fight Danfodio for Osongu Hill. But now the children of nowadays, they now buy them with money, propaganda, and entertainment. So Middle Belter, for them to conquer you, they will always label you as Arewa. For them to conquer you, they will always buy your government and traditional rulers with money. For them to conquer you, they will always call you one with them. But behind that oneness, they buy your people. For them to buy you, they will always come disguised under the umbrella of Islam. That is why most of you will choose Islam first over humanity and your region. But that is not how they practice religion. If we this generation did not start behaving like our forefather, they go take over our land. You see that it's very important for those of us that know. Let's start educating our people, just the way Muhammad Al-Amin Shehu did. And we should not say no in forming alliances with other regions, not with Arewa anyway. For those three things, we Middle Belter need them. That is why sometimes if I call Igbo people, no be say I won't make myself Igbo. But no matter how we be, Middle Belter need alliance with other region wey no be Arewa.
Welcome back, my people. Wallahi ba, the shame of the northern people is shaming me, because if you go on the internet today globally, everything you'll be hearing is about the northern Nigeria. Meanwhile, they are not the only north that we have all over this world. Any country you go to today, we have different country that have north. In fact, every country has north, but the only country where their own north is not functioning well, and where their own north is bringing them down is only northern Nigeria. Although there is a reason why I see their shame is shaming me. See what the other person talk about their Taliban and their Mujahideen of a thing. That thing, he did not say it today. He did not say it yesterday. He said it long time ago. And that is what is really happening now. Because those guys, they don't want to stop. They want to continue their work. Because this is the job they have given to themselves. And they want to make sure they succeed by Islamizing the whole nation. That is why a lot of people here are against them. See, if they continue with the type of mindset that their people have, I don't think their name and them alone in that region will stop to bring us backward. Because as it concerns now, everyone should start putting mouth as seized by the first northern guy that you guys see here. Because that guy says that it is only when everybody now starts talking about the north will stop or stop from their plan of Islamizing this nation. This is what I want to let everyone know now. Everyone now should now know that this fight is not a fight for only me. It is the fight for all as a whole. Because if that guy that is from the north, if he tell you say come out and talk, and this is how you people will do for you not to be Islamized, you need to come out and join us, so that all this plan that these people are planning, because it is working for them. If you minus 162 or 172 persons from the population that we have here now at the moment, you will see that the numbers will reduce. These 72 persons or 172 persons that was spied in Kwara, if you reduce them now, and those 500 people that were spied in Benue, and everybody, and the one of just two, if you start counting those things, you will know that things are reducing. The numbers of people are reducing. It's you that don't know. Like this other man that they say that he was the one who brought this Sharia within and many other ideology to the north today. Like that man, when the history was there, where that man wanted to come to Islamize Sokoto, although it worked, but it was a Muslim persons who came out to resist and say that no, look, this is not how we were before you came, so don't come and bring your own ideology to us. The only northern Muslim who fought that thing, he was the only man, and he was so single. That is why he could not defeat all those guys. Now that Sokoto and every other part is being Islamized, they are trying to come to the south, and this is where problem is gonna start. So for you now not to see yourself in Islamic country tomorrow, you need to start speaking up the way we do. Thank you, everyone. If you have anything to say, drop it below. And also, if today is the first time you come in, kindly like, share, subscribe. Thank you.